Are you trying to work out your credit score but get confused by all the different numbers and digits all over your credit file? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to simply understand your credit file, what it means, and how to read it yourself. It's so important to regularly review your credit file. You don't know what's happening. Are there errors going on it that's going to affect your ability to apply for credit? And more importantly, you want to keep an eye out for fraud and identity theft. Unfortunately, it's common in today's market. Having a credit file subscription for a small monthly fee could save you thousands in the long run. Let's jump into the computer. So for mortgage purposes, I fully recommend checkmyfile. And the reason is they offer Experian, Equifax and Transunion all on one report. So you don't have to get 3 separate files. Now those 3 credit agencies are the 3 credit files that the mortgage lenders will use when making credit scores and making decisions. Each lender may use Experian or Equifax or Transunion to do their credit score. Some of them may use a combination of both. It's absolutely vital you see what's going on all 3 reports, because if you're using a mortgage lender that uses Experian to pull in your data, however you've only got an Equifax report, the data on each file could be different and therefore providing a different result to what you were expecting. checkmyfile has all 3 on one report, and I do find it the easiest report to read. So what you want to do is open up your credit report. So this area here shows you your overall score. What's more important is, are there any CCJs, defaults, missed payments, IVAs, bankruptcies? So the first thing we do is start scrolling down. So here we go. This is a Halifax credit card. Tells you the date when it was opened. It's got your address on there, the balance and the limit. Now, as you can see, all these green OKs mean each payment has been met on time. Now, if I look on Experian, their report goes back a little bit further, and you can see these number ones here. This means 1 late payment. This here means the next payment was made, but you're still 1 month in arrears because it's got another 1. You haven't brought that other payment up to date. This here means you missed in November 2014, a payment was missed here, and then a second payment was missed, 2 in a row. That's why there's a number. If there were 3 in a row or 4 or 5 payments missed in a row, these numbers would reflect the amount of missed payments that are outstanding. And the next step after 5 missed payments is a default. So if you're hovering around 4 or 5 missed payments, urgently correct the situation. Now all you've got to do is communicate and update the provider. They can put your account on hold, could stop a default. So it's vital to communicate whether you've got the money to pay it or not at this point. So as we scroll down, we'll see other credit files, credit cards, mortgages, loans, personal loans. Everything will be registered. Now, as you can see, we have Equifax, Experian and TransUnion, all reporting exactly the same data in regards to Barclays bank account. However, if I keep going, on this occasion here, Equifax has no record and Experian and TransUnion do. This is where your data can differ, and it's vital to know what's going on all 3. And the thing I love about checkmyfile is that it puts each provider in a nice row. You can see exactly what's going on without messing about with different credit files. I also find this one much easier to read. There's different colours. In the other credit file providers, it's just the same colour text and it's all bunched together. I do find it a lot harder to understand. As you start scrolling down to the bottom, you'll start getting accounts which are satisfied and closed, so historic accounts. Once we're past the historic accounts, we come to electoral roll information. As you can see here, confirmed as a valid address across all 3 providers. I'm not sure about Crediva, but I know that they're not used for mortgage searches. So we are on the voters roll. If you're not on the electoral roll, on each of these providers, just get in touch with the agency, show them that you are on the voters roll. You can get that from the council. The council will provide evidence if you haven't got it, and they will add you to the voters roll. This will provide you with a better credit profile and your points will increase. As you scroll down, the next step is financial associations. Anyone that you have a financial association with, that you've got joint credit out, for example. Now, some of you may not be with the people that you had these joint financial associations with, and it may be harming your credit now. All I can say is after 6 years, everything will come off your file. A credit file is only a 6-year history of your profile. As we scroll down, you've got search history. That shows any credit search footprints and inquiry footprints. Now, inquiry footprints are not credit scores. You've just made inquiries, maybe an insurance quote, a personal loan quote. It's not a credit score. So if you've got lots of inquiries, don't worry too much. It's not going to affect your score. Now, if you have any county court judgments or IVAs or bankruptcies, you'll find them towards the bottom of the report, and it will always show the amount and whether it's satisfied or not. Now, what you will also see, a key at the bottom of each page, and it will explain the digits. For example, the number ones here, 1 month late or 1 month in arrears. And as you can see, there's a 2 here as well, 2 months late or 2 months in arrears. It will always explain the symbols that are being displayed. OK, payment made on time. As you can see, there's an S here, and that means the account is settled or closed. S. There's a U, and that means unclassified or recently opened account, so they've not got any records at that point. And there's the OKs, OK, payment made on time, and US, unknown status. Again, it looks like the account was just opened. You may have AR, which means arrangement with the lender. You may have DMP, which is a debt management plan. Whatever the status of the account, it will always show on the report, and the Check My File one will always explain what it is. So I hope that's provided you with some clarity and a simple way of understanding your credit file. So my advice is always try and keep up with payments on credit cards, loans, any credit you may have, including utility bills, telecommunications, because it all affects your credit score. Now, of course, everyone's going to have a blip here and there. When you feel that's going to happen, the best thing you can do is communicate with the provider. If you're communicating with them, they'll try and stop a bad mark on your file, or at least work with you so you can get it sorted over a period of time. An arrangement is much better than a missed payment or a default. Lastly, something I like to do is when I've got payments due that I know that affect my credit file, if I don't pay them, I put little reminders on my phone that come up on the day that the payment's due, just in case I forget to transfer the money over, something like that. There's always a reminder there on those key dates. Today's question, have you noticed anything different on your credit file? Let me know in the comments. So thanks for checking out today's video. Please do check out the show notes for a recap and consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. I've put the link to Check My File in the comments below if you do want to get your first free credit file. They will provide you with a 30-day free trial. As long as you cancel within the 30 days, you will not be charged for the file. As a disclaimer, please note if you do download your credit file with Check My File, we do receive a small amount of commission, which helps us carry on providing these videos. Please note we do need to let you know that your home may be repossessed if you do not keep up repayments on your mortgage. Till next time, Mortgage Chain are bringing the best tools and tips to first-time buyers. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you in the next one.